Here is how I dropped 18.1 pounds in 7 days. Hey everyone, Coach Seth here, weight loss expert, talking about the week recap on my Where's the Beef? Carnivore challenge. Shout out to everyone that's been following me with this. Hopefully you've been inspired to make better change. But gonna go over a little bit of the science about how this has been working for me, and a little disclaimer on who this is for and maybe who it isn't for, right? So before we get into that, if you're watching this live, in the comments below, please put meat, M-E-A-T. And if you are watching this on the replay, which most of you will, please put hashtag replay, a little DJ action for you. Please put hashtag replay and put what time you're watching and where you're watching it from, so we can make a change for the better. All right, well, without further ado, here we go. Where's the beef? This is how I dropped 18.1 pounds in 7 days. Now, if you're someone that has had issues with losing weight and you don't, you feel frustrated, you just keep gaining and losing the same pounds over and over again, this might be exactly what you're looking for. This is a recap of my experience with the Where's the Beef? Carnivore 30-day challenge. The first week, my starting weight, I'm gonna redo this video and put the photos in here and everything, was 245.6 pounds. And then today's weight this morning was 227.5 pounds. So that is a total of 18.1 pounds in 7 days. Brain fried. What? How's that happen, right? So what I've been focusing on with this system and this challenge, right, is no sugar, no carbs, and no drama. Save it for your mama. So really what that means is I'm just focusing on higher protein, mostly meat, some fish, a little bit of eggs, but I'm trying to keep the same protein source the same throughout the day, right? As well as increasing my movement very strategically throughout the week and ramping up as I get into week number dos here, and a lot of mental fortitude. So that discipline, every single day, you need to show up for yourself. So here's the deal though, right? So this challenge works because I'm controlling a lot of different things that a lot of people aren't seeing, right? And one of those things is insulin. And so throughout the day, by eating it very strategically, I'm not seeing a lot of sugar spikes. I'm not grazing. It's just very powerful protein-packed meals that help stabilize my hormones and trigger my body to burn fat for fuel, right? So when insulin stays super low and steady, that's where the magic happens, especially if you pair it with some movement and a lot of discipline. So let me say this too. So if you're someone who struggles with blood sugar issues or have low blood pressure, this exact strategy might not be the best thing for you. So in other words, there's other realistic approaches. So before you start any fitness or nutrition program, please talk to your doctor into diving into something like this. But for all of you that have been following me and you feel like this is a good fit and you talk to your doctor and you feel like you're ready to lose some weight and finally lose it for good, let me show you exactly how this works, right? So again, only continue watching this if you have a lot of weight to lose and you want to lose it fast. All right, so a big part of why this works, right, is this challenge is working so well for me, is I'm controlling my hormone and controlling the timing of when I eat, all right? So I'm eating twice a day, once after my workout, and then once again around 6 p.m., 5 p.m. for dinner. So this naturally helps set me up, it supports me by lowering my insulin levels, right? So decreasing my insulin, right? So with fewer meals and less carbs, that means my insulin isn't being spiked. So when insulin is down low, your body switches from stored fat to burning for fuel. So this is key for weight loss, especially around like the midsection. So a lot of you that have seen like throughout the photos, again, you're gonna see this stuff, and when I redo this video, I'll have the photos here for you. You'll see it especially around the midsection. And I do have my science with this, so for all the fact checkers out there, I can send you the study. Don't worry, I got you. So this is helping improve my metabolic flexibility. So eating a higher protein meal, right, with a higher fat as well. The meals are spaced out, allows my body to rely on the stored energy between meals. So this builds resilience and boosts my fat adaptation. So it's increasing my metabolism. Increase your metabolism there, right? So write that down. Which is helping me with everything else. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm keeping my hunger at bay by doing that, by controlling a lot of these hormones. So by focusing on a higher protein meal and nutrient dense meals, especially right after a physical activity, I stay fuller longer. I'm avoiding any snacks and cravings, especially that comes from sugar crashes. And then from there, another thing that I'm tapping into, right, is I'm tapping into some other hormones, right? When you do this, when your insulin's down, other hormones have to come up. So especially as a male, if you're trying to build some muscle, you have your growth hormone, right? And what that does is help build some serious muscle. It ramps up through the roof. So your growth hormone goes up. Your growth hormone goes up. So this helps with the fat breakdown recovery and as well as your mental sharpness. Now, the first 3 days or so, when I went through this, I was dragging. I was irritable, and it wasn't feeling good, right? You can ask my wife. She'll tell you I was a different Seth, right? Then after that, my body started churning right into the fuel, right into the fat storage, especially, again, around your midsection. So this happens when you train a little fasted. So I trained fasted in the morning, just a little bit of coffee, and then refuel smart. Again, I have a study for this. For the fact checkers out there, if you want it, let me know. I got it. But again, heads up. I talked about this earlier. If you struggle with your blood sugar regulation, low blood pressure, or on medication, this approach may not be right for you. So talk to your doctor first before talking to me. And so the men that are doing this with me and everyone else, the results are speaking for themselves, loud and clear. You just got right after 1 week, right? So keep focusing on what you're doing. To the ones that have been watching on the sidelines and you're like, I don't know if I should do this. This is your sign. Do it. Do it. Do it now. All right. So if you're interested in losing some weight and want to get started with this, or at least have a conversation and make sure this is the right approach for you, in the comments below, put MEAT, MEAT, and I'll send it to you. And as well as you'll see the studies here in the video. I'll put those in there. So week 2, right around the corner, locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get after it. Where's the beef?